Look what it says. It says, I will surely assemble all of you, Jacob. He's speaking of Israel, speaking of the people of God, people that came from Jacob, right? The 12 tribes and their children. And I will gather the remnant of Israel, and I will put them together like sheep in a fold, like a flock in the midst of its pasture, and they will be noisy with men. Right? So imagine God looks at Israel like sheep. That's not unusual, is it? That's a New Testament teaching. He looks at his people, he looks at you and I, as well as Israel, as sheep. But they are assembled together, and this is the remnant, and he puts them like in a sheepfold. A sheepfold would have been like a pen made out of stone, right? A sheepfold. And the sheep are in the middle, and they're noisy. That means there's something, they're either struggling, they're either upset, something's bothering them. It says, probably because they're in the sheepfold. They're in the middle of it, and they can't get out. Then the breaker goes up before them. He will break out, pass through the gate, and go out by it. So their king goes before them, and the Lord is at their head. What does this mean? Well, you see the word breakthrough there? Breaker and breakthrough or break out. It just seems like Israel is in trouble in a sheepfold. They can't get out. But somebody called the breaker is going to come and break through and lead them out. And they're going to follow a king in the Lord. So who is this breaker? It is one of the titles for the Messiah. Now, in the New Testament, we usually think of Jesus as the one who, maybe you ever heard, the songs, he breaks every chain, he breaks, the Lord breaks every chain, breaks every addiction. And the idea is Israel is surrounded. They're stuck. They're under the law. They can't keep the law, but they're in this pen and they're noisy. They're scattered and they can't get out. But there's one among them who can break through. And he breaks through and he leads his people out. And literally it says they will follow their king, who's also a shepherd, right? Because that's what he leads them by. And he's also the Lord. So it's a wonderful prophecy if you think about it. If you understand it correctly, the Lord is in the midst of his sheep. He breaks through, but he is not only the Lord, he is their shepherd and he is their king. Who would that be? Jesus, right? He's going to break through, right? He's going to break those chains. He's going to break those chains that has kept Israel under bondage. Because at the right time, Jesus came, not only to deliver Israel, but to deliver us from the bondage of the law. You couldn't keep the law. You would have been dead. Under the law, you would have been dead. You can't keep it. But only one could do it. And he can break through and free you